the Brain Science Foundation is proud to introduce a new video series on our YouTube channel. This series will feature meningioma patients sharing their experiences both medically and personally. We're excited to have BSF Advisory Board member and brain tumor activist Eric Galvez as our first guest in this series. Eric is the founder of Mass Kickers, a nonprofit organization designed to provide support and motivation to those affected by tumors. He is also the author of Reversal, When a Therapist Becomes a Patient, a first-person account of Eric's experience as a patient with a background as a medical professional. Please enjoy the following video.
My name is Eric Galvez. I was a physical therapist, and then 5 years ago I was diagnosed with a meningioma brain tumor. Currently I'm not working as a physical therapist. I am starting a nonprofit called Mass Kickers Foundation, and it's kind of geared towards the newly diagnosed patient. So it's been quite an adventure because it's not really something I'm used to. I'm used to being in healthcare, but it's opened quite a few doors for me.
Now, how was your meningioma discovered?
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. Like, I actually was really into doing long-distance races, half marathons, triathlons, and whatnot. I did get I did start getting symptoms of dizziness, headaches, and whatnot, and it really raised some red flags for me. I had all the symptoms there. I had, like I said, dizziness, headaches, and then I started getting facial numbness. Mm-hmm. And that's when I decided that I should probably go get things checked out. And, lo and behold, they found a golf ball-sized meningioma between the brainstem and cerebellum. So I'm not doing exactly what I wanted to do when I graduated from grad school, but I feel like a whole new world has opened up for me.
What was the most difficult part of going through the diagnosis, treatment, and recovery? I'm sure that you had a lot of ups and downs throughout the entire experience.
Well, the big thing was that, I personally didn't know anyone that had a brain tumor, so it was a very intimidating thing to absorb. The scariest thing for me was I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to, or how much time I had left. I didn't know, what I would do with my life, because I just graduated from physical therapy school. I actually got my doctorate of physical therapy degree, and now that was all in jeopardy.
Now, having attended grad school for physical therapy, you must be able to do a lot of physical therapy just for yourself, whether it's mentally or physically.
Well, it definitely did give me an advantage because, I kind of knew what to expect, and I was just starting my career as a physical therapist, so I knew kind of what I needed to do to improve, and I'm still doing that right now. But I feel like it did give me an advantage, and I really want to share my knowledge with everyone else.
Do you have any advice for people who are at the beginning of this personal journey?
Well, my number one advice is, you need someone with a level head, kind of walking you through everything. And for me, I felt very lucky because a lot of my coworkers, are in the healthcare field, and a lot of my family is in the healthcare field. So they kind of help to guide me, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to help guide the newly diagnosed patient through the first stages of their diagnosis. And, they'll be surprised at what kind of support they can get.
Now that your life is completely different than maybe what you had expected it to be, how would you assess your quality of life today?
Well, I feel like I still have a very good quality of life. I can't exactly do everything that I wanted to do, but, I am finding a lot of doors opening up for me. So, one part of me is sad that I lost everything that I have. But, on the other hand, I feel like there's still a lot that I can do, and I can excel at what I do.
you tell us about your book, Reversal, When the Therapist Becomes the Patient?
Sure. The book was actually based on my blog. I've been keeping a blog while I was going through everything. And it's actually kind of funny. I started writing kind of just as something to do to keep myself busy. And then one of my friends actually said that I should consider publishing, what I'm writing. And then, from that, Reversal was born.
So you've written a book, you've survived cancer, and what are you currently working on with your campaigns and websites? We all know how active you are on the social media front.
Well, one of the things that I really want to do is, one of the things that I found was that when I was diagnosed, there weren't a whole lot of resources out there for, specifically the newly diagnosed patients. And, a lot of the organizations out there, they offer support and whatnot. And what I want to do is, I want to focus on promoting research, kind of a way to fight back. And that's kind of what the whole Tumor Suck campaign is, and some of the other things that I'm working on. I do have a few things up my sleeve, so I think you guys are going to have to, stay tuned and see what I'm up to.
Is there a place where viewers can get that shirt, or perhaps where they can learn more about you and the events that you're involved with?
Oh, yeah. You can go to masskickers.org, and there's a link to the store there. Well, we do have the Tumor Suck shirt there, and we are going to have a few more items later in the year. But again, the website is masskickers.org. We do have a very big presence on Facebook. So look for either Mass Kickers Foundation on Facebook or the Tumor Suck group on Facebook.
Well, thank you so much, Eric, for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.